Live on Instagram. Instagram last, because
you're not lying.
Okay. Come on, check YouTube. This one. Instagram always acting shady, man. Okay, we live. We live. I'm so nervous. Live on YouTube.
It is what it is.
We look good?
Yes, of
You know,
course.
that's all I care about.
Of course.
We right, because I'm in my office. You can see both of us?
Yes.
We look all right?
Yeah.
We ready? We live?
Yeah.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Sarah here, your favorite signing agent newbie. And I am so excited for this interview. Let's talk signings. Tonight, we'll be interviewing Leach. She is a successful signing agent. She has reached her 100th. Well, how many you have now?
102.
102 signings. How long have you been a signing agent?
I think I got everything done officially at the end of March, but I was slow to start, so.
Okay, so this is an awesome interview because, like she said, she was slow to start, but she planned it out. She's successful in her own right because she is reaching her goals. So I just want to go ahead and get started. So you guys just give us a few seconds. Let's get, you know how we do. We got to give us some flowers. We got to give flowers. No tissue. This is for you for reaching your 100 signing. And I hope you like roses.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Thank you.
That's for you.
Yeah.
You're awesome. And I cannot wait. We'll bring it back. You want to hold them? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
My lovely assistant. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As you guys know, I like to highlight successful signing agents. We're in my office right now. So you see the background. Yeah, I see I'm growing. I can't wait till my next video. But I just wanted you to see what it looks like when regular people accomplish their goals, know where they're going, and starting their business. We okay? What's wrong?
Yeah, you're okay. Which camera are you?
I don't know what I need to be looking at. Girl, I'm cockeyed tonight. Hold on. I'm looking good.
Which one should need to look at? YouTube got more people on it.
Okay, of course. Hey, YouTube. I love y'all.
Hey,
Thank you for all of my subscribers. Listen, I love y'all. Thank you. My Facebook group, love you guys, and my Instagram. So if I'm not looking, I got 3 things going on. I'm just going to stick with one camera. Instagram, you know, I'm going to give you a little look sometime. I might give you a little look Facebooking, okay? So right now, let's get started. So first, I want to ask who you are and what did you do prior to becoming a signing agent?
Okay. My name is Leach. What I did before becoming a signing agent, I held a position in local government. My title was town clerk and HR director.
Wow, fantastic. And how long have you been a loan signing agent?
I officially did all my paperwork towards the end of March. I started signing up for companies in April. But like I said, I was slow to get started just because new industry. I've been a notary for a long time, over 10 years. But loan signing was new to me, so I wanted to take my time, get familiar with the process, understand actually what I was doing so I could do everything the correct way.
Fantastic. And how long was you in local government? And what made you transition over to being a loan signing agent?
Okay, so I was in local government for 14 years with the same company, awesome company. The last position I held, I was in that position by title for 4 years. And I had just reached a point in my life where it was time to transition out of that. I wanted something that would give me more time freedom and flexibility with my schedule. I am an only child, and my mother and father over the last several years had begun to get sick, and I needed to be there a little bit more with holding a position that I had. Even though they allowed me to have the time off, I was a Department of One. So when I left work, it just kind of piled up, and it was waiting for me when I come back. They did help do some stuff, but I just figured it was time to kind of move along to something that would not only give me more time freedom, but also allow me to not have a cap on what I can make as far as income.
Fantastic. Okay, and what was the most challenging aspect of getting started, starting your loan signing business?
I think for me, the most challenging part of it has been wrapping my brain fully around entrepreneurship. Now, I've been a serial worker for a long time, like a lot of people. I've always held a full-time job, a lot of times a part-time job. I've did a whole bunch of different things, and I'm grateful by the grace of God because that makes me so diverse across several different kind of industries. But I never really did entrepreneurship full-time as my sole thing. And so it's a different mindset than going somewhere and someone else is telling you what to do. Loan signing, it is a full business. And so you have to kind of develop your own systems and your own structure. So, it takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm just now getting to a point where I'm starting to add more systems in place. But it took me a long time to transition and get started because I wanted to get familiar with my equipment, understand the process, and understand what the different companies needed because different companies want different things. And for me, entrepreneurship is about building your business, yes, but it's also about building relationships and connecting with people.
Fantastic. We're going to go more into that because loan signing is a relationship business.
All businesses are.
What did you take any training, and if so, did it help you any?
Yes, I did the NNA training. I think originally I just did the minimum with the NNA, but I did go back and do the NNA training. But then I had met you, I think Ashley, and I worked with you before I did that. And I came across Sarah's video. So as I started thinking about loan signing, someone mentioned it in the Facebook group that I was in. And I reached out to her, and I think that young lady was in Texas. And we talked, and she told me some stuff about it. And it just seemed to be a lot. I was overwhelmed. I know I can do it because I'm the type of person, if I set my mind to do something, I can do pretty much whatever. But she was like, oh, it's not hard. It's, you got to learn certain things, da-da-da. And so when she told me more about it, I started doing my own research. So going on YouTube, and I found Sarah, and I kept trying to reach out to her and say, hey, can I take you to lunch? Because I got questions. Somebody in a different state going to have different requirements because all the states have different requirements and things. So I was reaching out to Sarah, and I think we ended up scheduling 2 or 3 times, and she was busy. She had other stuff going on. Listen, I understand. So I said, hey, no problem. Just let me know when we can reschedule because I do want to take you to lunch. I'm looking at becoming a loan signing agent, and I have questions. I want someone local that I can learn from. So we had lunch finally, and she sat down with me and kind of showed me her process. And when I tell you, it made the world of difference. Like of course you're nervous anytime start something new. You're going to be nervous. You have the nerves. But when she showed me her process, it was so simple and so easy. I know how to deal with people. I've done it for a long time. I was in customer service for 9 years. So I have a way with people already, and people already love my energy and what I bring. But her going through the process and showing me how to do it, it made it so much easier. So
most of the hands-on training aspect.
Hands-on training, if you can get it from her in the class, I would say do it. It's worth the investment. Worth the investment. Well worth the investment.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you. How do you feel about your decision on becoming a loan signing agent?
Best decision ever. Best decision ever. And I say that because in the process, when you're doing something, you're going to always learn a little bit more about yourself and what you can do to improve and enhance. And maybe it helps you decide that I don't want to do this, that this is not for me. For me, I love loan signing, but I also am a certified life coach. So, I can do loan signing or I can do coaching because my company is a professional service company because I service people. That's what I do in a variety of different capacities because I'm skilled in that manner. But I love loan signing. It's my number one thing that I do, and I'm grateful that I did it. I wish I had started sooner. I think someone mentioned it to me years ago, but for some reason it didn't stick in my mind. I had so much stuff going on between, my mother and father being in and out of the hospital and in and out of the emergency room every couple months. Between the two of them, me going to school to get an associate's degree, me getting my bachelor's degree, me becoming a certified municipal clerk, there was just too much going on. I really just didn't have time and space to add one more thing. So I wish I had started sooner, but
Okay.
I'm here now, and I enjoy it.
Are you full-time, part-time?
I'm full-time, yes.
Okay, fantastic. How did you initially start getting your jobs?
I initially started getting my jobs by signing up for the servicing companies and, going out on the internet, doing searches and look for, I think Rotary has a list too. You gave me a list as well. So just going out there and doing the research. I get, good bit of work from SnapDocs, and then I get some from Signing Order. And then one of my favorite companies, I say my number one company is ServiceLink.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
I love ServiceLink. So if you're watching ServiceLink, you guys are awesome.
I'm SnapDocs bae. Okay, that's me. I'm gonna give me a shirt. So, and where do you get majority of your work from? Do you have any direct clients yet?
I don't have any direct clients. I really want to get familiar with everything, get good at everything. So now I'm to the point now where I'm going to start trying to go for direct clients. Okay. Adjusting the camera. I don't have any direct clients as of right now. But I think it's kind of a split. I think I'm split between the work coming from ServiceLink and SnapDocs.
Okay, fantastic. Mm-hmm. When you first started, did you get work from SnapDocs, or when did you start getting work from SnapDocs? Because I remember you was like...
So SnapDocs has a minimum that they require. I would say, have a conversation with them and see what the minimum are. And I think really they tell you a minimum, but it changes depending on what the need is for your area. Like if they have a need for you, I think they'll kind of go away from the minimum. And that's what I was running to. Some of the companies were saying, we can't work with you until you have 1 year or 100 signers or 200 signers. I think Mortgage Connect was one of the companies that told me once you get about 100 or so, we'll kind of entertain the idea. So I just crossed 100, so I've reached out to them, and so I'm waiting for the onboarding team to call me back to try to get some work there. But even if they do or they don't, I'm moving forward. I am looking at putting more systems in place. I'm looking at adding an admin person and building some more support around me so I can generate more consistent business. Because really, loan signing isn't hard, and I haven't worked hard. I really haven't. I mean, I have gotten 100, but I kind of really just been coasting. And because of my personal situation, I didn't have to go out here and run. So,
Okay, so you didn't have to hustle with it.
I didn't have to hustle. I don't want to hustle. I want to build my business around a life that I can enjoy. When I show up to a client's house, I want to show up and be fully present and be there for them, understanding what they need. So I'm making sure all the paperwork is done correct the first time and not having to go back and do things like that and streamline my system. So what I did now is I bought me something so I can start trying to do things from the car. I do my scans from the car. So when I leave the client's house, scan the documents in, send them off, I can go to the next nearest UPS or FedEx and drop it. That'll save me a lot of time, a lot of gas.
Yeah, because we got the same inverter.
Yes.
We got the same inverter. I haven't set mine up yet, but February is mobile office month, so for you guys that's looking forward. How did you stay motivated when it became slow, like when you wasn't getting the work consistently?
Just work on other things, work on, it's building relationships, making phone calls, talking to people, looking at what you're doing to see how you can improve, getting down into your numbers. I sat down and did my numbers. Like, I know how much my products cost, my supplies cost. I know what I need to make per month. I set my goal for this year to help 500 clients. And although that seems like a lot, it's really only 2 or 3 a day.
Hey.
It's only 2 or 3 a day. So if you, to me, in my mind, if I can do 2 or 3 and not have to rush and I have plenty of time in there, it's a different kind of working experience. And the beautiful thing about that is if you have 2 or 3 direct clients, of course you're making more money. And it's not all about the money, but if you're going to be in business, we are in business to make money. So, but for me, I am huge on service. I love to take care of people, and they feel that. So
that's awesome. What do the next 6 months look like for you?
Oof, next 6 months is going to be interesting. I am looking to upgrade my vehicle. I have a sedan right now, so in the next 6 months, I would like to have an SUV, and I have one in mind. I'm gonna show you a picture later. So we'll see. Next 6 months, I'm trying to upgrade to an SUV. Like I said, I'm looking at adding an admin person to help me with some structure in my business. And number-wise, I guess in 6 months, I should be kind of around about 350-ish.
350. Wow. 350. 350 signings in the next 6 months.
Total, because I'm already at 100. So it's adding about
two more.
250.
250.
Yeah.
And any advice to any individuals looking to become a loan signing agent?
I would say if you're looking to become a loan signing agent, do what I did. Find somebody that's actively doing it, offer to take them to lunch, and pick their brain and try to do as much research as you can. I would say it's better to transition into it. And the reason why I say that is because you got to learn the systems, you got to learn your equipment, and you got to figure out what your schedule is going to look like based on your family. I'm a bachelorette. I don't have no children at home, and I don't have no husband. So literally, if I chose to work a 12-hour day, I can do that. Whereas I don't necessarily desire to do that because it would be too much stress on me for the kind of life that I want to live. I want to live more of a structured, doing 2 to 3 days a day is what I really feel comfortable with, because that gives me time to kind of look after my mom, take care of where she needs to go, appointments, what have you, and not feel stressed, not feel rushed. But I have the option to work more if I want to, and I have. I've had, I think, about 4 or 5 on one day. That's the most I've done. So I am full-time, so I can do more, but my desire is to do 2 or 3 a day and give good quality service and really show up for the people is what I would like to do.
That is fantastic.
So transition into it slowly if you can, and I think that would help you in the long run. Cultivate. This would be for any business, I would say, whether it's loan signing or whatever business you're in. You need to have that time to transition. So there are a lot of things you can do in your downtime, like Canva is something that just newly got introduced to me. I don't consider myself a creative person, but in your downtime, play with Canva, learn new systems. I'm going to be taking classes through the Small Business Administration. I have my my business plan. I'm looking at starting to get business loan, business credit, because you're going to need all those things as you grow in business and as you develop yourself. You're going to need some personal development. You're also going to need some training. Mentorship is good. Coaching is good. Whether you want to get coaching from me or someone else, it doesn't matter, because, you're in business, and wherever you go, you take you with you. So all of those things are important. So you got to be able to, wherever you go, you take you with you. So it's good to invest in yourselves, and, it's up to you where you want to invest, but invest in yourselves, transition to any business slowly, do your research, take your time, because even though loan signing is not a hard business, there are a lot of layers, just like any business. I've been in real estate for a long time. It's a lot of layers.
I got you.
Find what works for you, I would say. What you love. Go for your passion. If I could tell any young person, I would say go for what you're passionate about and try to make sure it can pay you what it needs to sustain you. Because when you're working in the industry that you're passionate about, it gives you more life. So it's kind of like the money is a bonus.
Hey, that's what I like.
So, yeah.
Speaking about systems, when you mention systems, name like a couple of systems so our audience can know what you're saying when you say systems.
Systems, kind of like your daily system. What are you going to be your working hours? How are you going to manage through like your calendar, your contacts? And, there's software to help, like Evernote. I'm looking to add Evernote to my thing, because I noticed when I worked in local government, I used to have a list of what I needed to get done that week. Being a loan signer, sometimes I feel like I kind of been out here in the wind, because, the blessing is you get to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. The challenging side of it is if you don't put structures and systems in place, then that time just goes. And you want to be not busy, you want to be productive. You want to be productive with your time. So adding things like Evernote, I started loading all my assignments into SnapDocs, and that kind of helps me keep up with the count. It helps me kind of know what's coming, what's going, and it's my central place of that. For right now, I don't use a whole lot of a whole lot of systems. I do your regular Word docs, regular Excel, and things like that. But I'm really getting down into my numbers and looking at everything, buying your supplies in advance. So that's one of my systems, is making sure for the next 90 days I have all the supplies I need to kind of cover. So in this shortage, if somebody run out of stuff, I'm good for the next 90 days. And I'm actually getting ready to go buy for the next 90 days. So I'll have supplies. So when I'm saying I'm trying to get $250 for the next 6 months, I want to have all my supplies in place. So exactly. I'm adding more systems as I grow, and for me, build the structure around how I want my business to be for loan signing and coaching.
Fantastic. So, because I remember you were stating that you're having your business, but you wanted to incorporate, again, you're adding services to your business.
Yes.
That's what we mean. Right. General notary work, how is that coming along for you?
I don't really generally do a whole lot of general notary work. I really want to stay away from that. I really want to focus more on loan signing and coaching. It's my two main things. Because I have a long history in real estate, I could talk real estate. Because I have a background in HR, I could talk HR and, payroll, benefit specialist, customer service. I have a very diverse background, forklift driver. I have a very, very diverse background. So my coaching is right now, it's just more or less success coaching, because that's the reason why my business name is called Success Inspired Life. I want to help you reach whatever success you want in your life. Success for you is going to be different for me. It's going to be different from her, because it depends on what you need for your family and what you are passionate about and what you desire to have. So, yeah.
Okay. And I think one more question I had. Next 6 months, you're going to upgrade your car. Are you a LLC? Are you a corporation?
I am an LLC.
Okay. And do you have an office?
Right now, I just have a virtual office, because most of the stuff I do from home. I am looking at probably actually within the next 6 months, probably before the end of 6 months, I'm looking at the possibility of having an office space, just because that'll give another option for people to come in and see me. As I grow my business, I want to have that option available, because I'm looking to add the admin person by the end of February.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I got a person in mind. Shout out to Allison if you see this.
Hey.
So I'm looking to add a person by the end of February. And as I generate more business, I do want to have a location. So if she needs to come into the space and do some things, then she could have access to the space. So it'll just make me a little bit more flexible for the clients and the customers.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was great. A little bit, guys. I went today and I wanted to talk. I'm just gonna go because I went and I was looking at paper. So my favorite place to get paper is Sam's.
Absolutely.
Sam's. I there is no sponsorship yet.
Right.
But
we'd love to have one.
We would, Sam's has the cheapest and the best paper. $30 for a box of 10.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be telling anybody that, because then I ain't gonna have no paper in my area. But paper is one of the things that you will need as a signing agent. You never will want to run out of paper.
Right.
Never. So you can go to Office Depot, but Office Depot is going to cost you at least $20 more. I think I took pictures. I'm going to do a video about that. But guys, try to save money when you're getting started. Yes. Okay? Just get the basics and the bare minimum to start. Because you want to generate an income, know how much you're making before you start having all of these expenses. You really just want to generate an income first, see how much you make for the first 3 months, and then adjust accordingly. Okay? Some of the systems that I have, when I get an order, I ensure that I make contact 2 hours of getting that thing. That's very important. I print out, and I have a printout of all the orders that I have. So if Mortgage Connect and Inspire send me something, I'll print out the order. I will write on that order so I'll know when I made contact. I write down when I made contact, whether I left a voice message, and I add it to my calendar. When I put my hands on that order, I add it to my calendar. You have to do that because, again, work is going to pick up.
Right.
That's why you're doing this. So that's why you want to have those systems in place when you're getting started and having your business, being successful. So, is there anything else you want to get? I really wanted to do this interview because she started slow, and I was out rushing. You were there. She was there when I got my car. I upgraded my car. For those who know, I've upgraded my office. Those are small goals that I wanted to reach. You understand? So again, like she say, my level of success is different from her level. It's different from yours.
Right.
Just keep in mind that this is a business and you add services to your business. You always want to put your best foot forward because it's your business. I also have a book coming out, just so you guys know. It'll be by the next mixer. And we are having the next mixer because to me, the most important thing is knowing your loan documents. When I first started, I didn't know what a loan document looked like. I'd never been to a closing before. I never did none of that. And it's nerves. For the first 4 or 5 signings, it's going to be just nerves. And you don't want to have your first order, and that's the first time you ever use your printer. Or that's the first time you ever use your scanner. You want to be ready. You want to give yourself a head start. You understand? So we do have loan documents. Our website is northcarolinanewbie.com. That is for the signing agents. And you can go in there. We have a lot of information. We have downloads and things that can help you. And we also have loan documents. You can get mock signings. And mock signing is you come to the office or you come on a Zoom and you present your documents to me. And then I'll tell you. Because your signing shouldn't be no more than how many minutes?
About 30 to 45.
That's it. That's depending on what it is. So I have a signing tomorrow at 3:30 for Service Link. It's a home equity line of credit. 15 minutes. That's it.
15 minutes, I'm in and out. And that's really stretching it. I probably could get it done in 10 minutes, but I don't like to make people feel rushed.
Exactly. And those type of signings, half of the time, you don't even have to print. The signer already have the documents. Right. You're just showing up and stamping. So that's one stamp. But if you knew about it, if you've seen a loan modification, if you've seen a home equity line of credit, if you're already familiar with it, you won't be so nervous. Right. So just prepare yourself. Don't over-educate yourself because what you need to know is your documents. You have to be able to present them in a way that makes you comfortable and makes you confident, and that way your signer will have confidence in you. Because every time you leave, somebody always calls, well, how was your signing? And then it's up to the signer. Right. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind. Keep it simple in the beginning, and then if you want to add stuff later, that is fine. Right. But get your business a solid start by planning, making sure you have your supplies, and making sure that you're educated on your product, and that is presenting loan documents, completing signings, and making sure they're being shipped off in the proper time frame, which is the same day or by 10 o'clock the next day.
All right. So I would say if you are looking at becoming a loan signer, or you are, that her training really is good. I had a cousin reach out to me that was interested in learning more about loan signing. I told her, and if you're watching this, Takeisha, we expect to see you in class. I said, you need to take Sarah's training because she does such a good job. And I'm not saying that because she's an awesome person. I'm saying that is because she really is good at kind of going through that with you and helping you kind of settle your nerves. Like I said, it's not hard at all. But having that initial thing going, it's so beneficial. Like, it's hard to really put into words. And she also will help some people get some jobs. Oh, yeah. She has a signing company, She would help people get some jobs. And I think that's awesome as well. So, if you make that small investing, you do need to invest in yourself. Let me be clear about that. I think the biggest thing you can do in your life is invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. Whether it's her training or someone else's, but I would say hers will be the one that I would endorse personally because she trained me, And then outside of hers, NNA, but you're gonna get that hands on, and it's hard to really put it into words how that's gonna be so beneficial to you. And I would say for the people that's not in the Facebook group, join the Facebook group. We're going to start add more stuff to that.
Yeah.
And it's really, we just want to help. Like I said, I have a heart of service, and I want to see people win. I want to actually see people get success in their lives, and that's what it's all about. We are in business, right? We are in business to make money, but it's about the people too. We want to build great relationships.
Yeah.
I would love to see in our group for us to get 10 or 20 of us go for 6 figures.
Oh yeah, you
know.
already know.
Not necessarily just because of the 6 figures, but it's one of them goals that you want to kind of attain to.
Yeah.
And like you say, I sat down and I did my schedule, because one of my dreams was every quarter I want to take a week off and just have a week to go have a trip and go somewhere and have fun. And I already got that week kind of
worked out.
Yeah, I know it's so I said I want to work the quarter, and the first week of the next quarter take that time off. So yeah.
So that's why I say 3, 6, 9 months. Try to know where you're going.
Right.
Know where you want to see your business. Have a goal. You don't have to rush. You're not in competition with nobody but yourself. No. Trust and believe. If you don't think you need an office, then you don't. Maybe you want to work that in later. Then you can circle back and go ahead and do what you got to do. But the end goal is for your business to be successful.
Absolutely.
When I give jobs, I don't give jobs to brag about it. It's actually a bridge until you start getting your business picked up. Mm-hmm. Because the more that title companies and signing services see your stamp and see your name and see your quality of work, it makes it easier for you to get a job. Right. Boston National, to my folks, they know me. I do a lot. Andrew M. Adams, that's my boy. I never met him, but that's my boy because I do a lot. Listen, when I go and I pick up the phone and call, hey, Sarah, they know who I am because I put in work. And when I leave a signing, I feel great because I know I did a great job. My signers are awesome. Yeah. And I get to know my community. That's why, for those asking about e-notary, North Carolina really hasn't just said, yes, that's what we're going to be doing. But it's coming. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, again, I like face-to-face. I like to get out there. So, again, guys, I appreciate you so much for your time. Again, our website is northcarolinanewbie.com. We have another mixer coming up. It's a newbie mixer. We only have 20 spots because we try to, y'all seen the space. But we have 20 spots, and you got to hurry up and get in there now because I know they're going to fill up fast. But as they should. But again, it is for you to be successful. We focus on hands-on training. We give you the fundamentals of systems that you will need to get started. And we just make sure you know your loan documents. When you leave, you know exactly what to say, or you should know what to say, and you'll be familiar. And we cut the nerve part out because that's what stopped a lot of people is the nerves. So, anything else that we missed? No?
Just move forward step by step. Give yourself a lot of grace and love on yourself, and just keep moving forward. There's no wrong way to do progress. You just got to keep moving forward no matter what's, because life is happening to all of us all the time, and we just got to keep moving forward. So just, keep moving forward.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes Let's Talk Signings. Again, our mixer is next month, February 12th, 2022. We will have a special guest from Truist Bank. They will be there because I really want you guys to start going to the source to get your information. So Truist will be there, and they'll tell you how they want their documents filled out. That way, when you have Truist and you see their loan documents, you'll know exactly because somebody taught you from them. And that will be February 12th, 2022 in Gastonia, North Carolina. Again, you can RSVP at www.northcarolinanewbie.com. We will have refreshments as usual. We'll have raffles because, again, we really want you to be excited about your business. We want you to leave and you want to be refreshed and be ready to go. It's the beginning of the season, so if you're going to start, you need to get started right now. Mm-hmm. And then that'll be it. Is there anything else? I think that's all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad I got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm trying to look at all the angles, but yeah.
Oh,
Thank
with
you.
the angles. It's all right. All right, so guys, just thank you so much for your time and have a great evening. Until next time, happy signings.
Happy signings.
Happy signings. Okay, we can stop all lives. Oh, you found your truck? Now I seen mine too. So we gonna stop.